Hey, what's up? It's Alex. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
We know there are times where you want to be in the mood and ready for your special someone. Erectile dysfunction medication has been around for years and has helped so many men regain their confidence in the bedroom. But what about when you don't want your chub to pop? Like during indoor class lectures, hanging out with your grandma, hanging out at your grandma's funeral, or seeing Andrew Garfield in a movie and having to convince your girlfriend you definitely aren't attracted to him. If this is the case for you, then it's time to talk to your doctor about trying No Boner Riva, the newest anti-erection medication for the embarrassed and aroused man on the go. Tired of having to explain to that girl in English class that it's not because of her? Sick of not being able to wear sweatpants while watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Now just pop a couple of No Boner Rivas, and it doesn't matter how big Kim's ass is, you'll be as asexual as Paula Poundstone in an evangelical library. Hi, I'm Dr. Phil, and I was given a lump sum of money to say that No Boner Riva is the greatest medical marvel to ever exist. When you don't want the snake to wake up next to the gopher hole, you have to pop a pill so you don't pop that chub. Take it from me, a dude that doesn't have a medical license but means well. So talk to your doctor today about No Boner Riva and put an end to those ill-timed erections. Side effects include erections that are worse than you even started with, itching, sadness, loneliness, and missing Andrew Garfield. No Boner Riva. Erections be gone.
Sometimes you gotta go back and go forwards. But sometimes you don't have to go anywhere at all. Instacart makes it so you can order your groceries, pet food, and more from home. So you can do what you need to do, whether it's praying to the Lord or playing with your willy. Whatever suits you best. So what are you waiting for? It's time to transcend your physical form. Follow the link in the show notes and create your account and start feeling alright after you do your shopping. Instacart. Just do it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the Short News Podcast with your host, Alex Mador.
Has got a powerful price.
Yeah, so what is up, guys? Let me just, set this up here. Okay, awesome. Welcome back to the Short News fucking podcast. I'm Alex Mador, and I just got back from a blood test. And I'm feeling pretty good because, if you know me, you'll know that I'm traumatically scared of needles. I thought I was going to have to, like a complete mental breakdown in the chair, but here's the tip. If you have a problem with needles, just be honest. Just, tell them that you faint when you get blood tests, and they'll keep that in mind, lay you back instead of just, like, sitting you up. That way you don't pass out. And it makes it more manageable. You just close your eyes, turn the other way, they're talking to you the whole time and being, like, gentle about it. And yeah, just be honest if you don't like needles. Because last time, yeah, I fainted in the street afterwards, and I didn't want that to happen again. So I had to be real with the dude. I don't know why. I don't know why it started like this fear of needles because I've gotten so many blood tests in my life. I've had Lyme disease 3 times. So they've poked me with needles my whole life. I've gotten allergy tests, so many things. I don't know what it was. I think it started after my car accident. And I was in the hospital and they had to put like 4 IVs into me. And one of them, the lady puts the needle in and I'm like, ow. And she goes, oh, whoops, I did that wrong. I got to do it again. And I'm like, what the fuck? No, 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 please don't do it again. No. And she's like, sorry, I have to. It's hospital policy or whatever. You need an IV. I'm like, but I have one already. No, no, no. And she does it. I'm like, ah. Um, and I just, yeah, so I just associate needles with emergencies and negative things in my life. So it's a big fear that I'm trying to get over. And the only way to do that is exposure therapy, I guess, blood tests and flu shots. And I could do fentanyl, but I that's expensive and destructive. But anyways, what's been going on in my life? We're not gonna do a lot of news today, just a lot of things have been on my mind. Been doing a lot of thinking because I just found out that there's an I and A in LGBTQIA. I didn't know they added those and I feel ignorant. But I completely support anything having to do with inclusivity as someone who understands what it's like to have their demographic crushed or ignored. But I'm confessing that here that I truly did not know what the IA stands for. And I'm saying this as a member of that community. I had no idea until a week ago. Intersex and asexual. That makes sense. Those are legitimate, very legitimate. It's so awesome to me that there are people who just aren't sexually attracted to anyone. And that sounds to me like you can just avoid a ton of problems if you're asexual. The amount of drama that you don't have to go through and every relationship or friendship you have isn't ruined by unnecessary sexual feelings or tensions. You don't have to complain to your wife about how she doesn't feel like having sex tonight because oh, she's tired, maybe tomorrow. Because you don't naturally or chemically care about that shit. Like not having to jerk off. That's another amazing thing that I could completely cut out of my life if I were asexual. I still want relationships, but I feel like I'm held hostage to my hormones sometimes. And, like this conversation has come up with my significant other. And I'm starting to agree with her. They need some form of male birth control. All the dudes that listen to this are going to kill me for saying that. But come on, we're the ones who shoot the projectile. We should be the ones getting gun control on our shit, you know? We shoot the load. That should be restricted. And I want to stop being turned on as much as I am. Those are my demands to the pharmaceutical industry, which just took a major hit. So get on it. Give me that no boner Eva stat. 500 milligrams stat, doctor, stat. Get the neutering scissors. No, those are the construction paper scissors, doctor. Wrong scissors. Oh no, doctor. Now you have to get the suture kit. No, doctor, that's the sewing machine. You can't put the patient's nuts in the sewing machine. That's not sterile, doctor. No. I'm getting away from the point. I'm just talking about how I wish I were asexual sometimes, but you know what it is about inclusivity that some people that makes some people angry? It takes a little bit of extra thinking power to consider other people's feelings and identities. It takes being informed of the issues and accepting them as truth. Like LGBTQIA, the only reason you're mad that they keep adding letters is because you don't remember what the letters stand for, or just don't remember the letters at all. And you don't remember the letters because you don't even know what they. Wait. Yeah, you don't even know what they stand for, which means you don't even know what you're mad about or why people consider getting this right, this shit important. Getting this shit right, sorry. Like, you know how your boomer family members are like, how many letters are they going to add the whole alphabet? And it's like as many fucking letters as they need to legitimize all identities until they think of a more inclusive term. Also, yesterday was International Ass Day on Twitter. That was interesting at first because I was like, oh, hell yeah, time to see some butts. And so excited, and eager to see some butts, I clicked on the hashtag, and it's a bunch of furries showing their asses and sitting on their partners' faces. Like, what the fuck am I looking at here? I hate furries. I really hate furries. Those costumes have scared me since I was 5. And at Chuck E. Cheese's, and a birthday party was happening, and the fucking mouse came out in that scary costume with those lifeless eyes. And dude, I lost my shit and never went back to Chuck E. Cheese again. Well, no, that's a lie. That's a complete lie. I went back like a week later. I went back many times after that, but my grandmother, who would take me, would have to ask them before we went in if there was a birthday party going on. Just so I wouldn't have to see the fucking dude getting paid to be a furry, scaring kids like me. Anytime I see a furry, I get into that same mode, that same fear, fight or flight. Like, am I gonna cry? I don't know. You don't know what's going on behind those lifeless eyes and plastered on smile. But you know it's messed up, whatever it is. You know those eyes have seen some things. They got some secrets. But no, I am openly a full-on furry phobe. I'm not even ashamed to say it. I'm accepting of every sexuality and identity, like when it comes to human behavior. But dressing up like a caricaturized, sexualized version of your favorite animal that didn't ask to be fucking humanized and sexualized and fucking each other is not normal. It's not a sexuality. It's just mental illness. I'm saying this as someone who is mentally ill. It's borderline bestiality. I don't think I'm kink shaming if the kink involves animals, especially if the kink involves animals. It's a Rachel Dolezal level of crazy. Like the Chuck E. Cheese suit alone is scary, but the Chuck E. Cheese suit fucking another Chuck E. Cheese suit is absolutely terrifying. And if you think it's hot, then I don't think we can be friends. I'm sorry. I draw the line at furries. Speaking of fucked up kinks, here's a story for you. One time a coworker of mine, after I left the job, texted me asking for my help. I was like, okay, yeah, man, whatever you need. And he goes, okay, well, this is not normal and you need to promise me you won't judge me or call me crazy. And I go, okay, yeah, man, just tell me. And he's like, I need you to sell something for me. And I go, oh, okay, what? And he keeps like hinting at it, but I'm not getting it, or I'm trying not to accept what he's hinting at. And he finally goes, my dick. And I'm like, nah, man, I ain't no pimp. I'm not whoring you out if that's what you want. And he's like, no, I hate my penis. I don't want it anymore. I'm going to get it chopped off at an underground surgeon because I know a guy who's had it done. I just need you to sell it overseas for me. Now, I don't know how to sell something on eBay, let alone sell body parts on the black market overseas. I'm not fucking El Chapo. Even El Chapo wouldn't want to just be carrying around some dude's penis in like what, an igloo cooler? So I say the obvious, no man, you got the wrong guy for the job, and I don't think that's a good idea. And he gets mad at me for even suggesting that getting his penis chopped off at an underground surgeon that isn't even a real surgeon is a bad idea. Because you seriously think I haven't thought about this, Alex? I know what I'm doing. Then starts begging me to help him, even though I said I'm not interested, and I'm like very obviously disturbed by this. And he's like, please, man, I really need your help with this. I need this. And it would be, besides, it would be such a turn on to have you sell my penis. And right there in my head, I was like, okay, unfriend immediately. No more contact with this human. And I keep saying, like no, I'm not going to do it. And he's going, please, man, it's too big a penis anyway. I don't want it anymore. You can keep the money. It's worth like thousands. Like, why are you even telling me how big your penis is or what? Are you bragging to me? Like about the penis that you're trying to get me to sell? Like what? I'm gonna like that's gonna make me want to sell it even more. Like, oh well, if it's big, then I guess I'll sell it. Like, dude, I don't want your penis blood money. I really don't want it. I know you think because our job laid me off that I'll just take work where I can get it. But dude, no, I'm not that desperate, nor do I want to be satisfying your sexual desires. That's borderline harassment right there. Never talk to that person again. I saw him like last year when I was leaving school to head home and I wanted to avoid him, but dude already fucking saw me. I just did that thing recently on Instagram where you unfollow someone and then you can remove yourself from the list of people they follow. So like you can have them unfollow you without them knowing. that way that way he won't know about this podcast episode hopefully. But dude, no, I will not sell your penis. This goes to anyone who needs a penis sold on the black market. I will not do it. Find somebody else. Yo, that's so disturbing thinking back. It's just like so gross. Also, in the news, I got into an argument recently with someone on Twitter, which I know I said I wouldn't do, but the dude was from Texas and I wanted to talk shit to a southerner. I tweeted something along the lines of, if you think it's okay to call it the China virus, you should be fine with me calling You should be fine with me calling what we did to the natives American smallpox. And some, well, actually, guy tried to correct me. Actually, European. And I was like, American blankets. And he goes, yes, it's true that the American blankets carried smallpox. I wiped out 90% of the native population. The Americans got it from the Spanish. So technically, you're wrong. And okay, that doesn't really make a difference what the source of the pox was the Americans intentionally gave to the natives. It's still the Americans giving it to the natives on purpose, weaponizing the pox that they got, okay, from the Spanish, whatever. Like, no matter what way you put it, China virus is not okay. That was my whole point of the joke, of the tweet. I wasn't trying to be completely accurate as to specific geographic origins of the virus. I was making a commentary on how Trump blames China as though they intentionally sent us the virus, while Americans actually intentionally infected the natives with smallpox, which, yes, they got from the Spanish, with the goal of wiping out the population. I cannot believe I have to deconstruct this to this point, but if you really want to be the well actually guy, then all right, congratulations. I dub the well actually guy. Man, I haven't gotten into a Twitter argument in a while though. Until then, I was on a really good streak there. But you can't just tell an Asian person that China virus is fine to say when it's not. I had to say something. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm just being a fool if I ignore what that person has to say. But I'm being a fool by even engaging, giving it attention. I don't know. I wanted to tweet about other shit some more, but I couldn't until I was finished with this argument because then I'd look like I was avoiding him. And yeah, so it took up my night. And it didn't help that I was drinking. And yeah, whatever. Fuck, man. He's probably like he hasn't gotten back to me. He's probably on like the third draft of what his counter argument is. One of his arguments was you're a white northerner telling me what to do, and I was like, LOL. I'm not white. Somebody tell this man I'm not white. And a bunch of people who follow me DM'd him, hey man, he's not white, he's Asian. And I was like, damn, the power of Twitter. The power of Twitter. And what else did he say? He insulted my relevance, which I don't know what you're thinking, man. I'm not relevant. I never was relevant. That's why I'm trying to be relevant. It's kind of the whole point of marketing the work you're putting out on Twitter by being an entertaining, relevant content creator on the platform. That's trying to be relevant. What, I'm supposed to not try and just do nothing? That's why you have 21 followers. Because you're not trying. You think people that don't try go anywhere? So trying hard is just a petty thing now. Like, dude, what I want to be irrelevant. Welcome to the short news, a podcast that not enough people know about. I know that already. That's why I tweet about it. Otherwise, every time an episode went up, I would just sit back, like Joe Rogan can probably do. Like, you think Rogan needs to tell anyone that a new episode comes out? No. First off, the algorithm pushes him out. Secondly, he's the biggest podcast out there. Thirdly, everybody just knows, like, oh, I'm just going to check and see if Rogan has something. Because he's that big. He's that good at what he does. This is not that. I'm not relevant. So if I'm trying to be, it's because I'm not. So, like, I don't know what you're accomplishing by saying stop trying to be relevant. No, I'm not going to, because I want people to consume the content that I'm putting out. That wouldn't make sense. But you know what? That is one thing he's right about. We need more fans. And being a fan doesn't cost anything. I'm not even asking you for the price of a cup of coffee. I do this for fun. I do this. The content is free. And I do it because I truly enjoy being able to share this with more like-minded individuals. And I really want to be able to do that, but that involves spreading this podcast through word of mouth. So anyone who listens to this show, don't be embarrassed that you listen to this show. There are probably, I can't promise, but other people out there that think like us. You know? If you know them or just want someone to hear this so they have someone to yell at over Twitter, whatever, send them this podcast. Spread this shit. www.shortnewspod, motherfuckers. Speaking of spreading the word, we got an ad. We got a real ad. Not that the Instacart ad isn't real, but this is real. I want to thank pawhabits.com, pawhabits.com, for giving me and my cat Susie the opportunity to represent them as ambassadors. Paw Habits is a site where you can purchase collars, bandanas, and other cute accessories for your furry friend. They have stylish options for both dogs and cats. So Susie's going to be modeling a cute little red flannel bandana and some tiny sunglasses made specially to fashionably fit your feline. So we got a special deal for the shorties, all right? You use when you check out for your purchase at pawhabits.com, use code ALEX15. That is ALEX15 when you check out to get 15% off your order and give your dog or cat the drip they deserve. And to anyone who's new, welcome aboard. If you're confused about what this show is, it's okay. Just stick around and you'll realize how insane I am, but holy shit, not as insane as Call Her Daddy host Alexandra Cooper. Holy shit, she's literally psychotic. And I'm not saying like, oh, this psycho bitch is empowering women, she can't do that. No, that's not what I'm upset about. I started listening to that podcast because I thought it was empowering at first. I'm upset that she's promoting manipulating your partners and promoting cheating. She shared something on Instagram that was a step-by-step on how to make the side dude or side chick in your contacts set as settings, so it looks like you're just getting settings notifications and not messages. And it's like, first of all, Alexandra, if that is your real name, that doesn't work because messages doesn't show pictures of the person you got the message from in your lock screen. Trust me, I went and tested this just to make sure because this post made me really fucking insecure. And no matter who you get a message from, it says messages at the top of the notification. Stupid. And it shows the message icon. Stupid. When you have that big of a voice and so many people are coming to you for real advice, be fucking responsible with that power, man. Don't create a whole army of manipulative psychos that ruin the people they're with. Seriously, with great power comes great responsibility. Spider-Man would be ashamed. Speaking of responsibility, I think I'm trying to cut back on my drinking. It's starting to become a problem. I think it's been a problem for a while, and I just haven't realized it or have been chalking it up to the pandemic, but no, it's a lot. I joke about it on here sometimes, but I drink every night, and it's not even like it feels good. Like when I'm not drinking, I feel like I need to drink, but then I grab a beer and I feel relief maybe for like 5 minutes, but then I keep going because I'm chasing this high that just isn't going to happen. So I'm looking into online programs that can help me quit drinking or at least cut back on my drinking because it's not good for my body and it's not good for my mind or my relationships or anything. It makes me really tired. It messes with my acid reflux. It gets in the way of me enjoying things like gaming. It makes it impossible to argue with Republicans on Twitter in the mornings after, which are every morning now. Just feel like absolute shit. I don't know what I'm doing or why I'm doing it, but I know I have a problem, and this is me saying I, Alex Mador, at Alex_MADORE on Twitter, am going to cut back on my drinking. And if I can't cut back, then I'll completely quit. Cold turkey. Because alcoholism runs deep in my family. And I have to end the curse. I get easily addicted to things, even when I was a kid and I loved jelly beans. I still love jelly beans. The light green Mountain Dew flavor is the best. I got 4 pounds of them once, and I ate them in an entire weekend. I ate 4 pounds of jelly beans in 2.5 days, 3 days, 2.5, yeah. That's addiction. When I was in high school and sleep deprived from staying up until 2 doing work, I would sneak into the pantry and grab a cup of sugar, mix it into some water, and chug it. I had a problem. Big problem. I was addicted to sparkling water for a while. Then it was ramen noodles, or Chef Boyardee, instant release Xanax, normal people shit. But anyways, I don't want to be so dependent on my drinking habit. It's unhealthy, and I don't want it to get any worse because I have a tendency to take things too far. Like when I went through my Matthew McConaughey phase where I would just take Xanax and LSD and sit in the dark smoking a cigarette, like wondering if the stars know our formations the way we know theirs. Even right now, this is making me think about beer. I love beer. I salivate at the thought of beer. I just wish there was a way to drink beer and not get the negative effects of alcohol. Oh, non-alcoholic beer. That's exactly what that's for. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. So time to start taking care of myself, eating salads, going for walks and runs, cutting back on drinking before my dad bod gets any worse than it already is. I also need to drink more water just in my daily life. I don't drink water, like, at all during the day, and I'm realizing how terrible that is. So changes are going to be made around here. I can't continue to do nothing. You hear that, world? Alex Mador is making changes around here. We're getting healthy up in this bitch. I just need to I need to quit vaping as well. But let's take advice by vice and work our way over to that. Like I put myself in this rut because I thought those things would help me deal with my demons. All they did was feed them and allow them to reproduce. I'm not going to drink myself to death like other miserable artists. I won't let that be my destiny. I'm gonna just smoke twice as much weed, and that should help a ton, I think, because, see, cannabis, my friends, is my cure for everything. It helped me with so many of my issues in life, and if I can just focus on the wonders that THC and CBD have to offer, then maybe I'll be more at peace. Besides, I'm prescribed it by a doctor for my demons. It's best if I just chill and get stoned and relax a little. I'm so tense, even right now. I forget to breathe and get into these frenzies. I think they're genetic too, like the alcohol thing, like my neuroticism or whatever it's called. Anyways, we're getting closer and closer to the election, so I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to quit drinking after the results. I really don't have a good feeling about this one. Tonight is the night of the debate, so we'll see what happens there. Apparently, they're going to be muting the mics at certain points, so that will hopefully curb the interrupting problem. Dude, my cousin is still posting the stupidest right wing shit on Instagram. And it's like, dude, you aren't even old enough to vote. You're so privileged that you can be smug about such offensive ideals because the hardships of society don't even apply to you and your privileged ass. Like a couple weeks ago, when she tried to argue with me about the police, like, why are you even trying to change my mind? I'm a 24-year-old voter. Like, I'm just gonna listen to some 17-year-old kid who doesn't have the slightest idea what they're talking about? Like all of a sudden, oh, okay, I never thought about it through such an ignorant lens. I guess I'll do that from now on. No. These Trump supporters are fucking mindless. It goes back to the lack of education thing that I was talking about with the LGBTQIA thing. Those people wage war on public education because they aren't good at it. They don't understand it. And Republicans hate on things they don't understand. And internet arguments are useless. No minds are ever changed over an internet argument. It's just not going to happen. So, I was going to talk about this fake celebrity who has fabricated their whole life to make it look as though they're more popular than they actually are, which is not popular at all. I got scared, but then I was like, no, we here at the Short News call out the bullshit where we see it. Someone is taking potential sponsorship opportunities and attention away from those who actually deserve the opportunities and attention because, oh, I don't know, they aren't liars with no talent. So I'll have this YouTuber fill you in a little bit, and then we can go into it more. This Instagram, this YouTuber and Instagram model named Lily Jean is the topic of today's it's not cyberbullying. It's not. That's what this segment is called. Welcome to another segment of It's Not Cyberbullying. Today we're talking about makeup guru Lily Jean, who's not actually a makeup guru, but does a very sociopathic job of convincing you otherwise.
No, there is absolutely no way somebody can just fake their entire lives on social media. It's impossible. I don't see any way that they could get away with it. Beauty guru Lily Jean does not fake her life. In fact, every single aspect of her life is real. From her 975,000 real followers on Instagram, to this Teen Vogue magazine cover, which she was actually in, to this...
wait, let me give credit to this guy before I just, go through some of his video. Def Noodles. DEF space Noodles. Okay.
Photo of her at the Met Gala, which she actually attended. Lily Jean is perhaps one of the most unknown yet famous beauty gurus on the internet, and there's absolutely nothing fishy about it. Like how her follower gains on her channel are absolutely erratic, going from 142,000 in 1 month to 6,000 in another month to 146,000 the next month to 35,000 the next month, and then 53,000, and then boom, negative 4,000, negative 22,000. And then 9,000 and boom, negative 49,000, negative 35,000, negative 13,000. That's one roller coaster of a social blade graph. It's almost like she got involved in some James Charles versus Tati type drama every single month, and people just decided to dip or come back.
Yeah, what he's explaining for non-social media statistic people, her follow count was very erratic. So like the number of people that were following her in 1 month would be like 150,000, and then in the next month it would be like 6,000. And then her follower engagement is extremely low. He's explaining all these things that prove that somebody is using fake followers and fake engagement on their social media profiles. And this is a practice that she's not the only one that's doing it. She's not the pioneer. People do this all the time.
Based on whatever unfolded in the drama, except that nobody knows who the hell she is. But I know who the hell she is. She's one of the biggest beauty gurus in the history of the beauty community. And in case you don't know who the hell she is, here is a little explainer brought to you by Lily herself from her website.
Lily Jean Truman is a model, actress, artist, motivational speaker, environmentalist, and a well-known beauty blogger.
You know what they say about jacks of all trades? They're master of all of them. That's why last time I needed my car fixed, I took it to my gardener because he's as good as planting roses as he is at changing a piston. And in the interest of research, let's see how she has mastered each one of these crafts. This is Lily Jean modeling, which is great.
And this is her acting, because she said she's an actor.
Well, if I can't be very rich, then I will buy the queendom. I will kick out all the old queens, take over the queendom, and I will be head queen.
As an actor, I can say that was some terrific acting.
That was some terrible acting. That was so bad. That was so bad.
Now, I don't really have an eye for art. You could put an ink blot on a white piece of paper, and I wouldn't really be able to tell the difference between that and a Van Gogh. But I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that Lily Jean is a very talented artist. This is terrific. But all of this talent and success that Lily Jean has had over the past couple of years has come with a cost. A lot of criticism. Many have pointed out that this photo of her at the Met Gala is fake and that she literally photoshopped Katy Perry out of the picture so she could Photoshop herself into.
Yeah, so you know how Katy Perry went to the Met Gala one year with a chandelier? Yeah, she photoshopped herself into that picture, which is like something out of a horror movie where like the woman wakes up with amnesia and her husband comes to like pick her up, and it's not actually her husband the whole time, but he has photoshopped pictures of them together all over the house and stuff. That's what this is like.
To it, as you can see over here by these Photoshop marks. But folks, haters are everywhere, okay? Everybody's got their share of them. I personally choose to believe that Lily Jean went to the Met Gala, especially considering the caption that her mother used in this picture.
Thank you, James D, for helping the prep with the team at Janie's Management. Love you and Mario so much.
Nobody would lie about something like this. Facts are facts, especially if they're posted on Instagram. Lily Jean also created a lipstick line with Bite Beauty Lipstick Lab, which is in New York, and it's basically a place that you go to and you can design your own lipstick. They make it right there for you on the spot, and a lot of haters were pointing out how anybody, literally anybody off the street can walk up and do this.
Anyone can do this, LOL. I created one last week. Scam.
Lily responded saying,
That is great, except I put it up on Twitter and IG stories showing I was invited by the PR manager and we blogged for them. Did you?
well, that's all the proof I personally need to verify that that brand deal is.
Did you? So the company that did this, that she claims did a brand deal with her, had to come out and tell her to stop saying that, because anyone can go into this store and make their own lipstick. Like anyone, I could go in there today and be like, I want my own signature color, and they'd be like, okay. It's like Build-A-Bear for lipstick. And she was claiming that she set up her own lipstick line with this company. It's like, no, dude, somebody made a color for you and you paid for the color and now you have it and it's got your name on it. You're not selling anything. You don't have a sponsorship deal or partnership with this company.
Is real. No Instagram influencer ever in the history of social media has ever faked a brand deal to make themselves look legitimate and like brands are actually working with them. No, that has never happened. Lily Jean did not have to link any type of coupon code or tell her fans where to buy her lips.
Yeah, you know how I just did that for Paul Habits? Yeah, she doesn't have any of that.
Even though she claims
Byte invites us to the lab to make a collection that for a limited time is sold in the store if our fans ask for it.
it's just what it is. Whatever she says is what goes. So you just have to believe her, okay? She had a very successful brand deal with Byte, and that's it. No questions asked. Just like this video of a Times Square billboard she was in.
Okay, so you guys saw again.
You know, I lived 5 blocks away from Times Square for 2 years, and I remember walking through Times Square literally hundreds of times when I had nothing better to do with my time because I was broke. And I just remember looking up at the billboards and seeing how many of them promoted hashtags, and that if you use the hashtag, they would feature you on the billboard. But that is totally not what's going on.
Not only that, but like anybody can buy time on a billboard. I was gonna do it for this show. I still might, but after the pandemic, because who's going to Times Square these days? But there are sites that that you can it's pretty affordable, I think, like depending on how much time you want on a billboard. And yeah, you can put your shit on there for a second or however long. People see it, be like, oh, the short news. All right. I could do that today. But I'm not gonna, because I'm broke.
On over here, okay? That was seriously a campaign that she did, a one-off with CoverGirl that never repeated itself, because often that's how it works. They put you on a billboard and then they totally forget about you. So folks, if you haven't heard who Lily Jean is, you're just totally out of the loop, okay? Because you should know who she is, because she is so important. She's got the paparazzi chasing her down the street. No joke, folks. She can't go outside for a second without being
Just pictures her mom took.
swarmed by paparazzi.
Oh my gosh, the Paps caught me singing that.
Oh no, poor girl. She's basically a Lady Di. But I know what you might be thinking, but Dennis, how does she have nearly 1 million followers and only get 4,000 likes in the picture? Well, the answer is very simple. Her engagement rate is super low, just a little over 1%. Now, the haters
1.22% engagement rate. Which is like, come on. Come on.
will say that that's because she has fake followers, but folks, the fact of the matter is people have other stuff they gotta do. Sometimes they just follow you and then they just dip, they disappear and don't really go back to your account and like your photos or comment or do anything. Or if they do, then they're seemingly fake accounts, which are just basically compilations of copyright-free Google images with some very unusual undertones. Like this one claims to be
Black with mage attitudes. You black, you white, you yellow, I don't care, man. You green like a Martian. If you nice, we flow. If you a douche, you go.
sounds as real as a $3 bill. Or this one.
Trans boy learning about life and I make no apologies. Call me them, they, but not him, her.
The interesting thing about this person is that they've never actually even posted, from what I can see, a picture of themselves. It's mostly Lily Jean, and that's exactly what I do with my personal Instagram. I just post photos of the people that I follow, never of myself. Why would I ever do that? Folks, here's the deal. A lot of people are very skeptical on the internet. They will find a needle in a haystack and they will turn it into a haystack. Okay, but here's the thing. All these people are real. They have legit backstories, as proven by this person.
I was so gosh mad because beauty is inside, not outside. And here I am showing myself to use people, and what happened? I gets called something really bad, and then something really bad again, and then a word that I'm not going to say, factory. Well, I was so pizzled, but it actually has not bad ending. My auntie Joanne just recently came back from Comic-Con. She is obsessive with that ish. Anyway, she met a model who is a 2x4. Little girl, woman actually is like 4 foot nothing. nothing. All hair, Auntie says. Anyway, all these celebrities were pretending to be nice. Well, Auntie Joe walks up to this beautiful girl. She looks like, a doll. And without flinching, my auntie asks her if she is a star, what she is. Girl says, oh, hello, my name is Lily Jean.
Whew, not only was that hard to read, but it sounds so real. It is literally surreal. But fret not, if you've lost touch with reality, very much like myself, by going down this rabbit hole, then folks, let me tell you something. The best way to ground yourself is to see what some of the other accounts commenting on Lily's page are like. They all have very, very similar usernames. They all post pictures of Lily Jean. They all have followers as real as a daydream, or they're all set to private because ever since people started exposing Lily Jean for allegedly faking her entire life, these accounts mysteriously started hiding their information. Now, you may remember this account, this James D, from the post where Lily claims she went to the Met Gala. Don't worry though, James D is a real guy. He only has all of his social media blocked and protected because he is a very private person and he is here
Supporting my BFF girl, Lily Jean, and living the best life ever.
and yet for some reason
Yeah, why does everyone in her life's life revolve around her, but they don't have their own identities? So you're getting the point here. But what we got going on,
a lot because,
I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. Hey, are you making that noise? Why, yes, of course I am. Do you want to know a secret? Do you promise not to tell?
somebody paid $35 for that. But the best part about this whole thing isn't the $35. It's the fact that the video keeps on going for another 5 minutes.
Oh, wait, is that the wind? God. What do you want to know? I already know.
Feel like I'm watching Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs, who's known as some sort
and then her mom is crazy, and they go after anybody who critiques them or calls out the facade. So, I'm scared. I think Def Noodles does a really good job of explaining this whole situation. But yeah, like I definitely know people, not only in the business, but just people in general that have thousands of fake followers that paid for followers, and they don't have like a natural amount of engagement, and it doesn't make sense. Like, here, let me look up this one person on my list that I know is faking it. Okay, so the issue that I have with this whole thing is it's not like necessarily the facade. I mean, that's a part of it. It's the fact that there are other makeup gurus and people out there that should have the spotlight, that should be getting sponsorships, that should be getting paid attention to, that should be verified on Instagram, that should be getting that exposure because they actually have talent. But it seems to me it's always the fake people that end up getting the most clout. Like, look at 6ix9ine. His newest album is absolute horseshit. The dude is not good at music. Like, he never was. The only reason that "Look, he got the studio" was a good song was because he had two dudes write that for him. He didn't know how to rap until he said, you know what, I want to be known as a rapper. Lily Jean is just the Tekashi 6ix9ine of the beauty guru community. Like, literally. And like, I'm not okay, like, I was mad going into this, but the more I think about it, it's just kind of like, it is upsetting. It's definitely upsetting because, yeah, you're taking away opportunities away from other people, and you're making it look like you're living this extravagant life that people can look up to, when in reality, none of it is real at all. And it's just, why are you putting yourself on this pedestal like you're higher than everyone else when you're on all of our level? You have, like, we have around the same amount of Twitter followers, me and her. Let me see this. Let me see. Lily Jean. Does she still have Twitter? Oh, wait, what? Did she block me? She may have blocked me. 1 second. Yo, what? She blocked me? Oh, my God. What? How did that happen? How did she know? Have I talked about her before? Oh my God, she is good. She is on her shit. That's the scary thing about her, is that, like, she knows everything that's said about her. That is so crazy. Let me just go back to my tweets and see. Okay, I paused the podcast for a second to find any tweet in the past where I've mentioned her, and I found it. July 10th. I just just learned about who Lily Jean is, and holy shit, I think we found the star of the next Joker movie. And she saw that. So she looked up her name. And and saw that tweet, because I didn't mention her. I said her name, and she's searching for herself to see what people are saying about her and then blocking them. All right. I mean, you do you, girl. But anyways, I don't want to dwell too much on that. I just thought it would be an interesting profile of someone to go over. I was gonna go see how many followers she has, but I can't. That's so crazy. All it took was mentioning her name one time and saying we found the new star of the next Joker movie was enough to get her to report and block me. So she's not playing around. Her and her mom will get your Twitter account fucking locked and suspended. I did get suspended around that time, I think, right? Maybe. Some shit happened to me. Like, right around that time. That's so weird. Huh. Maybe that was them. They, like... That's so crazy. It's like, geez, dude, you're the one who wanted to be a public figure. The shit that gets said about me sometimes is like, oof. Oof. I don't even block the people, though. Sometimes I'll say something funny back. Just like, yeah, you're probably right about that. Or something. But I don't do the whole, I'm just block everyone. Because when you're a public figure and you do stupid shit, it's not bullying when somebody calls you out on that stupid shit. Okay? Everything you do is public now. Which means it can be judged. When you're putting yourself out there as this big time celebrity, but you don't have any of that in real life, people are going to start asking questions. When the follower engagement is low, when all the comments are like very generic and robot-like, and there's these comment pods that allegedly her account is a part of, where it's just verified people who comment on each other's shit to try to like make them look good. It's all fake. The reason we're going over this is because, you know, I was just thinking about the book The Catcher in the Rye. Now Holden Caulfield really hates all the phonies, and you know, I think it's good to show people that not everything you see on the internet is real. Like the way somebody shows their life to be, that could be a complete fabrication. Not just like, oh, this one thing they're lying about. No, it could all be a lie. And that's what we're seeing in this case. And yeah, it's just crazy, man. I hope she doesn't destroy my podcast, but we'll see, right? I gotta be careful though. She lives in this city. Next thing I know, she'll be hunting me down. Oh, that's a nightmare face to wake up to. I heard you talking about me. Oh man, that's just tragic. I don't know much about the beauty community, but I know that it's toxic. And every time we've discussed it on this show, we just see more and more toxicity out of it. Oh, Quibi is going down. Quibi is going down 6 months after the app started or launched. They are announcing that it is shutting down. I had an account for a little while. I had a subscription. And it was not worth it. It was the stupidest thing. It got so old after a while. Like, I don't want to watch Chrissy Teigen determining small claims court decisions. Like, I don't. That's not something that I ever thought would be a good idea. I don't know who came up with that. Everything on Quibi was just a cash grab. And it just doesn't work. Like, oh, what do kids do? They're on their phones. Kids see through that. We millennials or whatever, millennials, they're always on their phones. We see through that shit 100%. Vertical video doesn't fucking work unless it's Snapchat stories. That's what happens when you try to like pander to a generation. They see right through it. It's BS. You don't do that and then expect it to work. San Francisco supervisors unanimously passed the Karen Act, a new law that makes racially motivated phone calls to 911 illegal. This is the world we live in, where they call it the Karen Act. I love it. I'm not mad. I'm just like, wow. Like every day I get surprised by the things that are going on in our world. Truly surprised. All right, so let's do something else. How about it? Okay, here we go. Public freakouts. Karens. Speaking of the Karen Act, it reminded me of this. Let's go.
Thank you, with this woman who corrupts a group of aspiring filmmakers because they asked her son if he could play somewhere else for 30 minutes while they shot their set.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be a problem. We're not here during the day tomorrow or at night? You can't be here at night. No one's allowed to be here at night after dark.
Okay, we were just nice to ask you if it was possible to take this session.
Okay, but that's not the point. This is a public park.
We know.
And unless you have a permit, don't tell my child he can't play back here.
We didn't say that. No, we would have absolutely.
He's not going to tell you no. Okay, but I'm just letting you know, you can't come here tomorrow night because the police will be here and you will be removed from here. And my child will come ride his bike. So don't talk to other children. If I want to bring my dogs out here, you can record me all you want. You don't have a permit to be here.
Would you
That's why
like
we
some
asked
fruit
him.
snacks?
We asked him. We didn't tell him.
Would you like some
Oh,
fruit
you're gonna
snacks?
film it.
That's
Oh.
what he's doing to me.
We have food if you know if it'll make him feel
I
happier.
don't want your food.
Okay, we have plenty of sustenance.
All right, I'll just call the police.
Okay.
They always call the police. It's like they need to lock these people up. What does that sound? 1 second. Wait for that to pass. What the hell was that? Anyways, look at this.
That's cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
cool,
storms off. They're literally shooting a movie. What are they doing wrong? What, because they have one minority with them? She's got to come over and be like, don't you dare talk to my kid. Like, just move your fucking kid. They're shooting a movie. There's a bunch of them. They're doing something important. They're not, like, robbing a store or something. They have all this movie equipment that they worked hard to set up. You're just going to ruin it for them because why? Because your husband doesn't love you?
Let's just figure out tomorrow later.
This man whips his camera out at a liquor store after being told to shut up. Now, of course, in classic fashion, this does appear to be a mask-related freakout.
But it's not real. Yeah. It's store policy, and you're telling me to shut up. You're live right now on Facebook, man. You just told me to shut up at the cigarette outlet on York Street in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Told me to shut up. You're not going to have a job tomorrow. Why do you make me do this? Because you're a sheep. Let me get some wool from you, okay? I like a nice fur coat next winter. Come on.
These people are such assholes about the mask thing. Like, that's just purposely causing trouble. Oh, you're sheep, and they always say that. You're a sheep. You're damn sheep. You give me your wool. You give your wool, and I'll make some lamb chops out of you, you sheep. You damn sheep. We're gonna get the shearers out, 'cause you goddamn mask, 'cause you're damn sheep.
I got my note right here. I'll show it to you. Oh, that's a federal document.
Can I help you guys in any way?
You can help him. I didn't walk in here asking for a problem. I walked in here knowing what was going to happen. And you know my mom. You knew my mom. I shopped here for like 15 years. Come on. You knew my mom. You knew who Kelly was. You knew who she was. I'm not acting like nothing. Why are you acting like this? Treating Americans like this. Treating Americans like this. Listen, it goes against your Constitution. It goes against everything to be an American to wear that mask.
Yeah, let me do the. Yeah.
Sorry for my.
Where on the Constitution does it say, "Thou shalt not protect my fellow Americans from disease. Thou shalt prevent the protection of fellow American people from death and disease."
My language, but it's needed right now. Bro, take that mask off. You don't need it. Any virus that's that deadly, it's not stopping it.
I get that. I just don't want to get anybody else sick.
No. I understand. I'm not trying to start problems with you neither. I'm not trying to start problems. I'm just trying to wake people up. Trust God, not your government. That's why Tom Wolf ain't here. This is last year.
Trust God, not your government. This is the shit that goes. I don't want to live in this country anymore. I really don't. I hate it here. I want to move to Canada. This shit probably doesn't happen in Canada, or I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Anyway, he can't even run again. You're like, fuck it, let's mess Pennsylvania up. But everywhere is like this. Here's my doctor's note. Read it. Read it. Read it. That's why my job is paying me right now to not be at work because they won't get it. Read it. Read it. I'm not bullshitting with you. Read it. I do not have to wear that shit in public because I have a medical condition. Yeah, read that.
Is that a Microsoft Paint document? What is that?
Yeah, walk away. Talking, bro. We see how grown you are, miss. Come on. You gotta. Hey, I'm not trying to fight you. You know what? What? You want to fight me for what? Because you're a sheep?
You're the one that's saying you're fighting somebody.
Nobody's fighing. Why? Because it sounds like it.
I'm going back there. I'm getting the drink.
Well, nobody said you. I said you. Nobody said you were scared. I said you were a sheep. There's everybody else that's got a mask on. I done showed you my notes, so shut up. Give me your corporate number, because you won't have this job. Well, you've been here, what,
Give me your
like 10 years?
corporate number.
Longer. Now, I remember you when I was a kid. Don't play this with me. Come on. Don't make me be this person. The dude at Sheets in New Oxford just lost his job for the same things. Come on. I'm doing it. Don't call my bluff. I showed her my bluff. She read it. That was my bluff, right? It was not a bluff. I play poker. All right, I don't bluff people.
Trash. Just trashy human being all around.
This woman's inner Karen demon creature goblin monster came out after the man recording politely asked her not to step on the turtles in the grass.
No.
You're lying.
You're lying.
See?
You hit me.
You see that?
You hit me.
You see that?
Oh, she's hitting him? That's what that sound is.
Call the cops. I have on you here. Attacking everybody here.
You just hit me here.
Here.
You just hit me here.
The home daddy guy hit you.
No, you
Okay.
did. You did.
Call the cops, please. Take your turtles. I'm a witness.
You better.
I'm a witness here.
Does that feel good
I'm
for
a
you?
witness here. He didn't touch you.
What was happening? She was stepping on turtles? What the hell?
Sit.
I'm a witness.
Hmm?
Here
Are
you
you a
go.
witness?
Call 911.
You need a lie?
Call 911.
Where are you from?
Call 911.
You just hit me here.
Call 911.
Does that
please.
feel
Call
good?
911.
No.
Call 911.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't.
Yeah,
Call
that feels
911.
good
Get
for
away from
you.
my
Yeah,
turtles.
get away from your turtles. You just
Get
hit
away
me
from
here.
the turtles.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Go.
Go to hell.
Okay.
Liar.
Call.
Let me call the cops. Yes, I sure
These
will.
trash should be away from this park here. Yeah. This trash should be away from this park.
Yeah,
Get out of here. Middle Eastern, right?
You just hit me here.
Oh my god.
Well, as it turns out, the Karen phenomenon doesn't just exist in the United States. Here we have a British woman, we've seen a few of these actually, freaking out on a guy in a tractor. Let's take a look.
Have I just told you?
You're gonna have to speak to me, boss. I'm sorry, but you are living in the countryside.
Give me the box.
You are living in the countryside, aren't you?
All he's doing is getting rid of it. I'll tell you, he'll be one sick man. He will.
Right, okay.
He'll get sick. No,
Yeah,
get
but
him here.
These
Get
are
him
our
here.
fields, and we do need to.
We're not pigs all together, bastard.
Can I ask you to get down from my tracks,
No,
please?
no.
Can I ask you?
Don't upset me, because I'll break every window out the tractor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm telling him now.
But can you at least keep 2
I'm-
meters away, please?
I'm
Because it's
telling him
COVID.
now.
Because of the COVID-19.
I
Can you
don't
please
care
keep
about
2 away, please?
nothing.
Okay.
You
well-
get him to take this away from my home now.
Right. Okay.
Now.
Okay.
He's got to live here the same as we are. Does
Right.
he want trouble? Does he want trouble?
But
Because he can have it.
You
Never
aren't being
mind
funny,
you
but you're
lot.
round here. You're round here,
I'll
though,
punch
aren't you?
you in the face, you bastard.
You won't.
She grabbed the boot from the truck like she was gonna hit him with it. This, like, why is it always like the Karen that is gonna call the police or whatever? They always, like, it always seems like they should have the police called on them. And they're like rabid like this. They're actually a threat to people's safety. They should be the ones getting shot. No offense.
No, you won't.
This absolute lunatic throws what appears to be like change or like food cup lids or something at this guy, but it's gnarly.
Is this McDonald's?
So at IHOP and Crazy
Oh,
comes
IHOP.
and won't leave now for no reason.
Oh.
Don't you record me.
And
Oh.
that's now from Crazy number 2 this week. You see that crazy nutty dude? That crazy.
What the hell? She threw all that silverware at them.
This woman is angry because she's being told by the Spirit Halloween staff at this store that her mask doesn't live up to their expectations for people's masks because it's lace and not cloth. She obviously has this reaction.
So you're telling me that because I'm wearing a face mask in the store that I can't be in here? I'm wearing a face mask. So here is the Oregon Health Authority. No. This is the Oregon Health Authority. This is the reopening guide.
Oh no, she has her kids with her. Oh. And these are, and those kids grow up to be just as shitty, if not worse. These people reproduce constantly. They're the ones who reproduce the most.
I am wearing a face covering, not a mask, a face covering, and a legal
It is
covering.
either way. It has holes in it.
It does, yeah. And this is the only thing that I can wear. So you're gonna.
It does, yeah. Why? Like, I don't even know what to say to this. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe anybody. It's Spirit Halloween. Why can't you just put on a proper face mask? Why do you have to be so difficult about it? It's really, really not that difficult. You just put the thing over your face. Kids can do it. I've seen kids do it like fine. And they don't fucking complain as much as like these adult white women do.
Deny me that I can be a customer, a paying customer.
Like I said earlier, it does need to be a regular mask, like a disposable one.
A disposable one. I can't wear
like
one.
A disposable one, a black one, and you're just wearing lace on your feet.
It's a mask. It's a face covering, and I don't know if you've actually read this, but right here, face covering.
Policy for my
Okay, so there's an employee policy, there's a store policy, but it does not include customers. That's fine. That's fine. Did you know that you're pushing customers away, like paying customers, if you do that kind of stuff? That's fine. That's fine. You want to tell me that I can't come in here and buy stuff if I'm wearing a face mask? That's kind of a little counterproductive, I think.
I feel that way. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, well, you're not a police. You're not a mask police, so.
I'm just following my store policy.
Okay. Well, I'll let everybody know that they shouldn't shop here.
Okay, you're more than
I think people are gonna still shop at Spirit Halloween. There's only one Halloween place to go, and it's Spirit Halloween. I just it's like, all right, then you don't get your costume. You just don't. That's just how it works. You don't get your costume. I'm sorry, lady, but that's what happens when you go into Spirit Halloween looking to pick a fight.
welcome to. That's fine.
Okay. I will.
And you can find yourself a place. I'm just working here.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Just wanted to, you know.
Probably go to Walmart.
I probably could. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, we're being interrupted. Sorry, we were very rudely interrupted again. Where were we? Spirit Halloween, right? Fucking, this lady, I'm calling corporate, all that stuff.
Here's me wearing a face mask that apparently, because it's lace,
Oh
it's not.
my god, it looks so laughable. It's completely see-through. You can see her mouth, her stupid mouth moving in there. Obviously, anything can pass through that. It's lace. It's completely like permeable. Is the word I'm looking for.
Good enough. It's I don't care if it's basically not, it is wearing one. This is a mask that I'm wearing. Let's go look around, guys. Come on.
Oh my god.
You're not gonna let me pay for anything?
You have that face mask on that's not...
I do have a face mask on. Yes, thank you. This is a cloth This is a cloth face mask, honey. That's what this is. So I'm social distancing. I'm wearing a face covering, and that is what the law says. Sorry, it's not a law. It's a mandate.
It doesn't cover your face, though. That's the thing. It's not really covering anything. It's not protecting anybody. You're spraying your shit all over the place, as well as the bullshit you are spraying. And just people like this are a danger to society.
And I have it in writing right here.
You can carry that around.
Yeah, and you can read it. That's fine. You're not going to tell people that it's a lie. You can have security come and talk to me, and I'll show them everything. I'm wearing a face mask
Yes, but
I am wearing a face mask.
we've already had this discussion.
We have had this discussion, and I'm wearing one, so it's allowed. I'm social distancing.
Again, you cannot be in the store without lace.
You're not going to kick me out of the store because... Okay, where does it show in your policy that if a customer comes in wearing... No, I'm asking a question.
I'm told by corporate.
Okay, by corporate, by your boss,
Yes.
that if somebody comes in the store and is wearing a mask, they're not allowed to come in.
You need to have a, like, you're not wearing a mask. It's just lace.
This is a mask.
You're not wearing a proper mask.
Okay, who says it's a proper mask or not?
Okay, I'm not going to argue with you.
That's okay, that's okay, that's all right. Seriously, it says in here, and you're discriminating against me. If you, yes, you are, honey. You're discriminating if you say that I can't be in here wearing this mask.
That's all you have to do.
Oh, that's all. I have to comply to you and what you say. What matters is a mask.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
that's so stupid. I'm gonna make a point right now. I'm gonna make a point because I'm not gonna buy a single thing in here if you're gonna.
I'm gonna make a point. What does that mean? I'm gonna make a point. Like, anybody cares about your point? You're the least important person in the world right now, and I think you just went down a couple points.
Tell me that I can't wear
I don't want you
this.
to buy anything here. I want you to.
Yeah, you want to push customers out because I'm wearing a mask. That's stupid.
This is Montgomery County, Maryland. I'm in Germantown. We have a guy who doesn't think he should wear a mask for some reason. My daughter has cancer, but he doesn't give a about anybody else because he's more important than everybody. Can you show your face, sir, or are you too ashamed to show your face? I'm just asking for another man to man. No mask wearing man to a man wearing a mask. Yeah, I'm harassing him. He's not wearing a mask.
This also British woman tells a man that he is absolutely not allowed to shop in her store because he doesn't have a mask on. And this confrontation is the result.
Sharon what?
Sharon Cleaning.
Yeah.
Bestwood Stores.
Yeah.
75.
And I've just told you I've got an exemption. I've just told you I've got an exemption and you've ran up to me screaming. Yeah? Because I've got an exemption. That means I don't have one. So what are you screaming for? Yeah, and I've told you I've got an exemption. Yo, you're seeing this nutcase, people. Under the Equality Act of 2010, Section 119 and Section 12, yeah? This is a criminal offence, yeah, that she can do and that she can think it. And we can stand wherever we want.
Well, let's stand outside and do it, because then you're not passing coronavirus on.
You can't pass coronavirus, darling. That's how. You cannot pass the virus. Viruses can't pass. You've got to pass through saliva, though. I've done the research. Yeah? I've done the research. You darling.
This woman gets into a petty argument with the staff of this ride at what appears to be some kind of state fair. He decides to stop the ride completely and tell everybody to get off. They can get their tickets back at the front desk.
And then we're ready to ride the ride. We're excited. No.
Get off the ride. So everybody's going to wait for you. Period. I'm not running the ride till she gets off the ride.
Because I'm excited?
Period. Period. I don't want to hear nothing until she gets off the ride.
Get security.
Everybody's going to have to wait until she gets off the ride. Period.
What have I done wrong?
I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows.
What have I done, guys? I'm excited. I'm ready to go. No. He's on a trip. You can deal with that on your own. I'm excited.
There has been no problem until you got on the ride today. I'm talking to them. I asked them, are they ready? And you tell me.
Why is there a carnival going on during coronavirus? And what the hell is this? This is a Karen. This is a carnival Karen.
You're ready. I'm not talking to you.
But I'm talking to you.
Get off the ride. Get off the ride. There's no compromise with this. She does know how to act.
Yes, security.
No.
Well, you don't have a woman speaking her.
Do you? Okay. So I'm about to let her talk to me on any type. That's good for you.
So get it done.
I'm getting it done. I'm not starting the ride.
Excuse me. There's a little thing that you can post on the phone so I can get your ass in trouble on the other side.
Blame her. Don't blame me. Blame her. Yeah. She should have thought about that. I'm not starting the ride until she gets off. Because this is about to close down.
He ain't God. He ain't God.
This is about to
the clothes down anyway. You guys can thank her for not knowing how to act, acting like a damn animal. Talking to me
You
like
look
I got
like
a
an
tail.
animal.
Yeah, you do too. You act like one.
You look like one.
Yeah, I know.
Stop. But you want to be nasty?
No,
I can be
you
nasty.
nasty. You nasty.
Hello, I'm here on the ride at the end in the corner, and this
I'm not
gentleman
starting the
is
ride
not
at all.
starting the ride
Somebody
because
else
I
will go
said
right. I'm not
that I
right.
was excited and I was
Yeah,
ready to start the ride, and he said he
right.
wasn't talking to me. I told him I was talking to
talking
him
to me
though.
like that all
Now
the
he said he's not starting the whole ride because of what I said.
Yeah, bring somebody out here. Please.
I'm at the Rainbow location.
I'm not starting the ride till she get off.
He's not starting the ride. Self-centered. Self-centered.
You self-centered. Self-centered. You are. You gonna have the
You're
whole
taking
ride
it
stop.
that personal that I said I was ready.
Close your mouth and act like you got some sense.
You're not God. I will talk if I want to. I will talk if I want to. It is a free country. You need to relax. You need to have respect for people that are working. It doesn't matter.
Is she drunk?
He's doing his job.
Whoever wants their tickets back, go to the office. Please.
I'm at the end of the ride. He's getting everyone off the ride because I said that I was ready to ride the ride. You don't even know what he said.
Well, as it turns out, we've got theme park freakouts galore right now, and this guy gets into an argument with a woman working at Disneyland because they
no.
won't allow him on the ride. The ride is shut. He's not having it.
Look at this. Look at the Disney service here. Not only is it going right now, Thomas, you want to go on the merry-go-round? Tell him. We couldn't find the exit or entrance.
If we don't stop the line, I would never be able to get home.
You're gonna run the ride again one more time.
It does not matter. It is past 8 o'clock. You weren't in line after 8 o'clock.
I couldn't find the entrance.
I'm sorry. You guys just have to get relations if you have a problem with that.
So like the ride is going, it's gonna stop, it's gonna reload. Where's the Disney Spirit? Where's the Spirit? Come on, he's 5.
I can call security and stop recording right now.
You're in public, you're able to record.
Not on Disney. Not on Disney. Oh, you live in Disney's world. They have enough money to fucking wipe you out. They have enough money to call themselves a country or a continent even. Or a whole European Union. I don't know. If they say stop recording, stop recording. You don't want to go down that route. They'll take you to the underground part of Disney World. The underground halls that they escort unruly people to. You think I'm joking? No, that's a real thing. I know all about Disney World. I love it. I just know it's not the time to go to Disney World during a pandemic. Otherwise, I'd be at Star Wars Land, whatever the fuck it's called, all day. Because that looks like fun.
I'm getting yelled at because I'm trying to get a 5-year-old on the merry-go-round for one last ride before we go back to Massachusetts. They're gonna run the ride again.
It does not matter. It's closed.
Wow. They're calling security.
If I let you in, I have to let everyone else
You
in.
should fill the last ride.
Tired. I deserve to go home, don't I?
You're gonna run the ride again regardless.
It does not matter. The line closed at 8 o'clock.
That is crazy. Watch this. That is crazy.
And finally, this man loses his mind absolutely in Walmart.
Oh, Walmart. Here we go. This is like... Walmart is just a place for either like YouTube pranks or public freakouts. That's the only... those are the only things Walmart is good for at the end of the day.
After other people come up to him about his lack of a mask. What else? Well, as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed.
Oh, there's no audio to that? That was it? That was it? Ah, okay. Well, as you can see, Karens are a big problem. They're a huge problem in this country that we need to get rid of. We need to make it illegal. And it is it seems like they're going to be illegal, kind of. Like with the whole Karen Act, thank God. So I'm happy with that. I am. Anyways, should we go into some relationship advice? Okay, this is an interesting relationship advice. I don't know if I have an answer for it. But let's see. I'm female 21. I'm female 21 and I'm absolutely afraid of my classmates. For some background, I'm currently studying engineering. Majority of my class are men, and in my group project, I'm the only girl. I'm going to start off with this. I know it's my fault. I don't hate men or anything. I'm just afraid of them and their intentions. I've been sexually assaulted, harassed, stalked, and have experienced sexism. Jesus Christ. Even my own friends have said sexist or sexual things towards me. I've had classmates ask to take their virginity in exchange for money. I've had guys call me a walking glory hole. I've had guys tell me that I will get a good career only because of diversity. Jesus. Over the years, I've developed anxiety. I've become ashamed of my femininity, and I've been harboring a lot of self-hatred. I always feel like a poser, and I don't belong. I constantly feel inferior and physically weaker compared to everyone else. Because of this, I am super quiet and shy. I hardly speak up for myself, and I'm always afraid to give my input or ask questions. I really want to be successful in my group project. However, I'm irrationally afraid of them. I want to be more assertive and stand up for myself. Yet, I'm afraid they'll think I'm a bitch or PMSing. I want to ask questions, but I'm afraid they'll think I'm dumb. I really want to create a bond with them, but I'm afraid they'll interpret things wrong. I don't like when they're too physically close to me or when I'm alone with one of them. I also dislike their deep voices. It always seems like they're yelling at me even though they're not. I always feel like they look down on me and I'm physically weaker than them. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. I want to be able to overcome this. I really do. I know they're most likely good people, but it's hard for me to trust. I really want to be able to be more confident in myself and stand up for myself. I really don't know how to address any sexist or sexual remarks because I'm afraid. I want my team to see me as their equal and not as a helpless woman. I want to be comfortable in my femininity without having to trade in my credibility. Damn. That is fucking horrible. The amount of trauma that you have been through with the opposite sex, like with your experiences with the opposite sex, it is completely understandable as to why you would have this extreme fear around men. I totally get that. Listen, I was raped once by a dude, and that was enough to make me not trust any man. Most of my friends are girls because I crave that like trustworthy, open nurturingness that they provide. I don't trust men either. But like, you know, I'm in therapy for that. And that's something that I've had to ask for help with. Because yeah, just throwing yourself into this group project and expecting yourself to be able to just be equipped after the trauma that you've been through, no, it's not going to happen. You need to seek out some sort of help, some sort of professional help, like a therapist who can help you develop the tools to function in a group setting without having so much fear. I say this a lot on this show that I think everyone should be in therapy. I think it can help everybody. And yeah, like ever since my incident, like I stopped going to frat parties. I never wanted to be around frat brothers or like groups of guys in general ever again because I just didn't trust them. So like I totally understand where you're coming from to an extent. I'm not a woman, and women get it like 10 times worse. Like being a man, I'm already kind of at an advantage because men aren't, seen as less than because of their gender, or less qualified because of their seen as less qualified because of their gender or whatever. Like that shit's not happening to me. But I really like the only way to truly get over the fear that is caused by the trauma that you've experienced. The only way to do that is through therapy. So you got to get some help. That's the best way. Because you'll not only will therapy help you get over your fears, but it'll also help you see your value to society, to your group, to your class. You're probably a smart person. If you're in an engineering program, that's an accomplishment in itself. So, I think, therapy. Therapy's where it's at. All right? Anyways, starting to lose my voice, and I gotta get lunch. Probably Taco Bell. But I'll see you guys in a couple days. This has been the Short News Podcast. Make sure you check out pawhabits.com. Use code Alex15. Get your furry friend some cool accessories. You can follow me at Alex_MADORE on Twitter. I'll be there all day. I'll see you guys later. All right. Love you. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location. Yes, you want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location. And it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pre-game parties featuring acoustic sets for Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocationexp.com/SB56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.